How you guys doing? This is important in reference to the fucking satellite man hitting me in the mouth. Now see the shower head? Fucking satellite man hitting me in the face all the fucking time. The satellite man needs to get the death penalty.
I think anybody who's spent even a small period of time on the internet throughout their lives has run into a few people who just weren't all there. Whether it was on Twitter, whether it was on Facebook, doesn't really matter where it is. Everyone's kind of seen these type of people, these people who just catch your attention for one reason or the other, and you can't look away. And the guy we're going to be talking about today is definitely one of those people, because this is a name that I've been recommended to look at many times, whether it be in live streams or in the comments on videos, and finally when I sat down to take a look at this guy, I genuinely couldn't look away. Well, that's not entirely true, because there are a few times I had to look away when Tony shows his teeth, but that's not his fault. You'll come to find out soon that's entirely the fault of the satellite man. But it gets us into talking about who Tony is and what his daily problems are. Now, Tony, on his channel, you can find about like 4,000 plus videos of him just telling the government what's what, because the government's really treated this man pretty horribly, as you'll come to find. Tony is someone who was born with immense wealth. His father was Walt Disney. I can't remember who his mother was, but she was a pretty big name too. But I don't want to spoil everything about Tony here off the jump, you know? You gotta wait a little bit longer to hear about how Tony has like a 30+ inch penis, and how he also, yeah, that one caught your attention, didn't it? A schlong, may I add, that people are constantly trying to steal from him, but he can't give away none of it, not never, once again, as you'll come to hear soon. But Tony's got a lot going on. Tony has a whole lot going on. Just going down his videos, you can find him yelling at most politicians, whether they be from this country or not. A lot of anger goes into people who aren't his race doing stuff against him too. I don't really know his fascination with that, but Tony's just all over the place. And today we're gonna look at this guy. Now, I do have to say, I feel like my knowledge on Tony is pretty barren compared to some people who may know more about him. He has about 4,000 videos up, as previously mentioned. I only had time to watch about 500 of them, but he's, you know, if I get anything wrong here, please correct me if anyone knows more about Tony. A lot of the stuff you're going to hear is just the things Tony says in his videos, which we can probably tell aren't exactly the truth, you know. I don't know, but I think a lot of this stuff may just be like delusions, but who knows, maybe Tony's telling the whole truth. And secondly, I do want to say before we get into this, we cover a lot of scumbags on this channel, you know, your Chris Chans of the world, your Daniel Larsons. But with this video, I just wanted to show that to have a video made on you on this channel, you don't have to be an asshole. All you have to be is crazy. So let's take a look and see what Tony's up to. As I said, we're just going to randomly pick up some videos here so you guys can see a day in the life of the government's least favorite person, Tony Chase.
In reference to any political family that trespassed into my mother or father's life must be on public record in reference to every goddamn court case my parents had against anybody in government and any fucking race or ethnicity that they are, whoever the fucking people are. They were just dry heaving on my cat again. They just choked my cat.
You'll hear a lot of Tony talking about how he was kidnapped from his parents' mansions and now he's being trapped and forced to stay in Indiana. He's also blaming the satellite man, the man who's been tormenting him for all these years from up in the satellites, for choking his cat. Any problem that Tony has with his health or his cat's health, he automatically attributes to the government or the satellite man or any person in government. You'll see that a lot throughout the course of this video.
Every goddamn government man. You said you're a concerned person? Like you thought I was a fucking common citizen? You motherfuckers. Is that what you fucking think? You think you can get into my life and terrorize my life? You government motherfuckers better settle in court. I need every fucking reason for why any of you goddamn government motherfuckers trespassed into my life and kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions. You better understand what that royal protocol fucking means. That means if a president or a governor or a mayor or a cop or anybody calls me a common citizen, they must get prosecuted and they must get put on trial. I ain't fucking with you, man. I am not fucking with you or your goddamn bullshit. You better stay out of my mouth. You better quit moving my tongue with your fucking satellite. You better quit hitting me in the fucking teeth. And you better show up in court with all your public fucking concerns of every fucking thing any of you fucking liars ever fucking said about you slandering my character, you stealing my fucking money, and your government agents trying to steal my identity. You better show up in court, motherfucker. Bring all your top fucking CIA, FBI fucking into the fucking courtroom, you dirty motherfuckers. You better show up, you motherfucker!
One of the funniest things about Tony is he believes that any of these government people, presidents, doesn't matter who it is, or just any common person on the street, if they label him a common person because he comes from royal bloodline, well, those people get put on trial, they get prosecuted, and they get the death penalty. Simple as that. It's just that simple. If you would go against Tony basically in any way, like, you get put on trial and you have the death penalty. But sadly, this hasn't happened to anybody yet because Tony, I guess the government's just not adhering by this royal decree. He really just goes on and rambles about so much that it's very hard to keep track of and try to, like, explain to you guys. So I'm going to do my best here, but as you can see, I'll let Tony do most of the talking in this video. But these government motherfuckers, they really got to stop getting involved in Tony's shit, you know? He's trying to get back to where he was. He's trying to get back into his mother and father's mansions and live the good life like he always has been before the government kidnapped him.
He's doing, this is very important, that goddamn satellite man's still hitting me in the teeth. And they have communicated it as George Bush, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and some other people that have been damaging my teeth. It is an order of the Treasury and factual history that I'm one of the highest ranking people of the Treasury. My parents and grandparents had the most money in the Treasury. If any of those presidents or ex-presidents have damaged or tried to murder me, they must be charged for the murder of my mother and my father. They are people and family members of the CIA, these ex-presidents. I'm fucking warning you, you better leave my teeth alone, man. Because if it comes down to where politicians get charged for treason and they are asked to be put on trial for the death penalty based on the court laws of America and their violations of conspiracies and violations of human anatomy and my royal family history, I'm fucking warning you, you ex-presidents. Let's go to court, man. Let's see if you violated my life when you were in office. I'm gonna tell you, you sick motherfucker. You don't outrank me just because you were a president or any other reason. You have never outranked me in America, and you won't ever. I am fucking warning you, and I'm warning your goddamn Secret Service. If you have damaged my teeth, I'm gonna have a legal right to put you to death based on the court laws of your sentence where you would get prosecuted for the fucking death penalty. I am fucking warning you. If anybody is covering up any of these ex-presidents hurting me and terrorizing me, any person covering it up can get prosecuted. Fuck you!
Yeah, Tony has to make it known to all these former presidents that he outranks all of them. And that's another constant you'll see in Tony's videos. As we've previously mentioned that he's royalty, he outranks everybody, you know? He's basically the tippy top of this country, you know? You can't get higher than Tony Chase, not even if your president, doesn't matter who you are. But, I gotta say, it's not just the presidents in this country that he's mad about, because he's got a big problem with Justin Trudeau over in Canada. He doesn't even seem to know his name, but he's got a big issue and a bone to pick with the Canadian president as well.
What you guys doing? This is very important. I guess the Canadian president's one of the fucking that's tried to murder me, and he's choking my cat right now or something. You better step into court, Canadian president! You fucking drug addict! Step into court, motherfucker! You wanna fight me? You wanna fight me, you fucking fat motherfucker?
I don't know what the Canadian president did to Tony, but he is fucking pissed. Tony wants to see all of them in court. Not just the Canadian president, all the American presidents too. Because in Tony's mind, the second he steps into a courtroom, the judge is going to be like, oh shit, it's Tony! You guys are getting sentenced to death. Like, oh my god, he's that important around these parts. I don't know where he gets all this. I know, like I said, people may know, like, what is wrong with Tony or where he actually comes from, but if you were to ask him, well, he'd just tell you that he's basically the owner of everything in this country, the government, everything from the top on down. Now, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to let Tony tell you that, because his sworn enemy, the Satellite Man, actually got in touch with him and told him, haha, Tony, I outrank you. You want to guess how Tony reacted to that one? Again, no reason for me to tell you it. Let me just show you it.
That Satellite Man just communicated, he said he dared me to claim that I outranked him or something. Do you own Smith & Wesson or do I? Do you own Winchester or do I? Do I own the NRA or do you? Do I own military installations, weapons corporations in this country or do you? Do I own air fighter jet manufacturing and commercial jet manufacturing? Do I own car company manufacturing in America? Do I own farms in America? Do I own gas stations? Do I own 165,000 gas stations around the fucking world? Or is it you? Or am I the owner? Do I own John Deere tractor or do you? Do I own Freightliner or International or Peterbilt? Or do you? Do I own Mack Truck? What companies do you think I own? Do I own General Motors? Or do I own Lamborghini, Ferrari, Chevrolet? What do you own, motherfucker? Do I own Lamborghini? Do I own Mercedes? Do I own BMW? What do you fucking own? Do I own the White House? Or do you claim you thought you owned the White House? You better go into court, you motherfucker! Why do you think they call me the son of Uncle Sam? Because it was my family that loaned money to the American government! You fucking You better go into court, you motherfucker!
If you own a John Deere tractor, if you own a gun, if you're one of the few who owns a Lamborghini, you know, every now and again you gotta sit back and say, thank you, Tony Chase, for allowing me to enjoy these things. Because Tony owns it all. His family owns it all, and it's all been stolen from him. And as you can see, he's not taking that very well. Tony will sit here and scream and shout until his voice gives out about how these government people, the Satellite Men, basically anyone in government who's stolen from his family wealth needs to be put into the court systems right now and get prosecuted. It seems like he doesn't know what exactly the courts do. He just thinks he can waltz up in there and say, hey, these people guilty. It's kind of like a lot like what Chris Chan does in Quickville, but in Tony's mind, his Quickville is just the entire United States. I scratched to that, it's actually the entire world, because, you know, he was just going at the Canadian president, too. Maybe it's only North America, but I think it's the world for Tony's case. I mean, the dude's just that powerful. But obviously, I'd be remiss if I wasn't to mention that this dude clearly has a lot of mental health issues. If he's making these videos constantly screaming about the same stuff, you know, I've only been showing you these, like, more popular ones where Tony's really going off, but as we'll look into now, there's tons of topics Tony just makes videos on all day long. Most of them involving the government. Matter of fact, about 99% of them involving the government. But the other 1% is about his penis size, which, as we previously mentioned, is something of legend. Because Tony will say, and he'll claim a lot here, that one of the things that people, men in particular, men in the government, the reason they feel threatened by him is because of his him and his family's their genetic luck, I guess, because they hit the jackpot. And that's another thing people are trying to steal from Tony is his family's length, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Doing this is going to be kind of a short video, so I gotta talk fast so it gets on there, you know. So, you know, in reference to people, you know, people that know me, people have known me, you know, I've walked down the runway totally nude and they saw my penis naturally, you know, and it hangs to the floor, you know, naturally. This isn't about having a big dick contest shit of nothing. You know, this is about my real anatomy, protection of my identity. These people are trying to steal billions of dollars of my money. And you know, these people that are cock snatchers or whatever, they try to steal dick. They try to steal the tissue of the penis, and then they try to stuff it underneath their skin. That's attempted murder in reference to people stealing dicks, people stealing cock, people stealing penises. You people could end up in prison for the rest of your life. Anyways, back to the point. In reference to any females, celebrities, or people that have known me since I was a little boy, or people that have seen my penis at a, you know, extended, you know, not tucked or shrank or whatever. You know, these people tried to steal my blood. They tried to steal my identity all these years, these bad government people. But, you know, in reference to people, they can go on YouTube and do anonymous reports. I mean, there's probably going to be somebody trying to make jokes. But this is, you know, the jokes about me having a big penis and people making jokes about it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Depends on what they say, whether they can get sued or not. You know, don't be trying to cut it short either. You know, I'm not allowed to shrink my dick. I'm not allowed to shrink or not allowed to sell any of it. Can't give none of it away, not never. My royal penis is my penis. My mother, my father's genetics. My genetics came from my mother and father. But in reference to anybody trying to steal any of my penis, they can get prosecuted. They can end up in prison for the rest of their lives. So in reference to people can go on YouTube, make a little video anonymously. You know, they could even have like the black silhouette of a person or whatever, where you can't see their face, but then they can make a statement on YouTube how big they've seen my penis. It's got to be known so nobody tries to steal my wealth or tries to steal my identity. These dumb government bad people or whoever they are, they're thieves. Or any medical freaks trying to steal my penis, you know, they can get prosecuted and they can go to prison for life. But, you know, in reference to my penis, you know, people can go on YouTube and make, you know, a video. My penis is over 41 plus inches, naturally, plus. And some people have seen it, some people have it on document. But, you know, in reference to people, this is not about, you know, it's not a cock fight. This is about my real penis, you know.
Well, looks like I'm one of these people who's going to get prosecuted because at the beginning of this video I told y'all 30 plus inches, and while that may still be correct because it's 30 plus, I was cutting it short by not saying 40. 41 fucking inches. 41 inches long, Tony. Can't give away none of it. People are trying to use it to, I guess, make their own penises bigger. Just a whole bunch of turmoil that Tony goes through in his life. Like, it's gotta be rough. Imagine that. You're the child of these trillionaires. You get everything taken from you, and not only that, they want to take your God-given, like your manhood away, too, and that's what they've taken from Tony. The constant here, though, is that all of these people need to be put in jail. If you're one of these people who cuts it short, you know, Tony can sue you. It's that simple, for slander. Like, don't be cutting it short. Don't be slandering Tony. Like, this is a huge deal. I don't know why he's so fixated on this. He mentions this in a lot of videos about how, like, he's just extremely well endowed to the point where a doctor would probably tell him that you really need to get this shit checked out. That is not normal. My assumption is that after all these years of just living by himself, he says 22 years in Indiana, ever since he got kidnapped from his parents' mansion. Now, I don't know what he did before that. Like I said, I would love to see if anyone could find, like, Tony Chase in the 80s, as he claims that he was walking down the runways nude, and tons of people have probably seen it. He wants those people to make anonymous YouTube videos talking about how they have seen it to further, you know, prove this to himself and other people, because he needs the proof out there, you know? Like I said, I don't know where he gets all this. I assume it's just his delusions. But it also could just be Tony's fascination with penis sizes, because even though it says not gay, not never, a lot of the stuff he says and the amount he talks about penises really makes me think otherwise. There was a video he dropped just the other day talking about how, like, the statues and all that in, like, Greece years ago, and how the sizes of their anatomy on that statue are not accurate. Tony goes into talking about how, like, wow, they paid more attention to shoulder structure and all this other stuff, which could be true, honestly, but at the same time, it's just a weird thing for him to make, like, a 7-minute video sitting here talking about the logistics of the sizes of cocks on a statue.
How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to Greek history, Italian history, French history, and in reference to penis sizes of the statues and the physiques of, artistry and structure. The point of why they have smaller looking penises on the statues is not for any downgrading or any upgrading of any person with a small penis or any person with a large penis. The reason why the statues had smaller looking penises is not because they factually had smaller penises. A lot of them had really big penises. So in reference to the history of why a lot of artistry or statues have, smaller looking genital in certain aspects of the points of information, is because men and women focused more on shoulders, arms, legs, physical attributes of activities. In reference to men's genitalia and the statues is, plus women used to try to steal the penises off of statues or something for their own personal emotions or something. I don't know.
What the fuck is he even talking about anymore? I mean, I know you could have said that with any Tony video we've watched, but this one, why did this have to be a video topic? I mean, there's like 5,000 other ones, obviously. He's talking about quite a lot, most of it, as we've already mentioned, including the government. But it makes me realize how many times the word penis has been used in this video. So we're gonna try to nip that in the bud right now. But when you're talking about Tony, it's something that can't go untalked about, The man just trips over it as he's walking down the street. You heard him how it naturally hangs to the floor. The fuck is he talking about? But from one body part to another, we previously mentioned the horrific nature of Tony's teeth. And he's going to get to talking about it a little bit here and even showing you them. And in my more recent videos, I've been giving these warnings, and this is definitely time for one of them, that if you don't like seeing someone with maybe the worst looking teeth you've ever seen, it looks like just crevices up in them sons of bitches, it's not a good look. You might want to turn away now, because as soon as you hear Tony talking, you're going to see his teeth first and foremost, and it's not pretty. It's really not pretty. I don't know what the fuck he's done if he just doesn't take care of his teeth, but he claims that's the lasers of the Satellite Man. Now, if that's true, the Satellite Man is doing a fucking number on Tony's teeth, because they look horrifying. It's not even I'm not even trying to put Tony down here, it's just, oof. You see this, it's kind of like watching Only Use Me Blade drink. It makes you go, man, I shouldn't drink. And I guarantee you, after you see Tony's teeth in a few seconds here, you're going to be running into the bathroom to brush your teeth. So, that's my warning, and here we go.
They did to my teeth. This Satellite Man and his toxic fucking games of invading my life. Now, I've already told you to provide all your information. This man thinks it's funny. You think that's gingivitis?
Those are electric burns on bone.
We need a politician to say what they think that is. We need the politician to say which person done it. Because every governor and mayor must know which satellite controllers and which government people damaged my teeth.
You trying to play shark teeth, motherfucker? What race are you? You have to die for your crimes. I am not your race, and I am not your religion, and I did not invite you into my life. And the man that claimed that he thought I threatened the president must get executed. And the president that was going along with it, that stole billions of dollars from my mother, that motherfucker has to get put on trial. You are a fucking liar, and you should die for your crimes. You have tried to murder me by fabricating against me. I didn't even know it was you. I didn't even know who you people are. I didn't even know which people was doing it. But every black man, or every white man, or any other color in between that ever accused me of anything, that tried to rape me, that stole any of my sperm, that stole any babies, that stole any teeth, or damaged my teeth, you have to get charged for trespassing into my life. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't like you. I won't like you. And there's restraining orders against you and your crimes of satellites. You can be executed on site for what you have done. You are remotely attacking me. You are remotely doing things to me. You have done this to my real body parts. And you are a person that wears dentures. And you did this to my real teeth. or you have dentistry on your teeth, you must die for your crimes. You are not legal Americans. You are illegal citizens that faked your position in America, and you got illegal citizenship from Germans that allowed you into this country. This country is not Germany. You should have been in Germany.
Oh, it's the Germans. Of course it is. Why didn't we think of this to begin with? It's those fucking Nazis. They're the ones doing this to Tony's teeth. Everyone's got to be turned in. Everyone's got to be charged. It's that simple, you know. These people are the ones doing this all to Tony. He can't be blamed for any of this. He can't be blamed for living in this little crack shack in Indiana somewhere. He deserves to be back wherever he was living before, in like the biggest mansion of all time. Probably just waiting for his dad, Walt Disney, to be unthawed. There's a lot to talk about with Tony, because, I mean, like, there's thousands of videos of him out there. And, you know, one thing that I remember hearing, and it's something that I can't find the video of because, like I said, thousands of them. It's very tough. But it was a time when he was talking to his Alexa. Like, hey, Alexa, can you jot this down? And he was doing kind of just like what you see him do here. And he's like, Alexa, jot down this note. And he just goes on about, here's the thing. It's really important that the government gets put on trial for all the stuff that they do to my teeth, yada, yada, yada. And the Alexa responds to him and goes, all right, note number 3,700 so-and-so jotted down. I'm just like, oh my God, like, he must sit here all day long just talking about this same nonsense. You know, it's got to be a rough life, and he don't even seem like he knows where he's at half the time. And so I just want to say, don't go after Tony. Don't go picking on Tony. He's already being picked on by the government enough. He needs to, if anything, you got to go support him in his fight with that damn old government man. He's doing a number on Tony, Tony's teeth, Tony's cat, Tony's living situation, Tony's bank account. Almost everything in Tony's life is being taken by the government. And you know what? At the end of the day, Tony might not be too crazy, because I'm pretty sure the government's fucking with a lot of people. But are they fucking with Tony to the level that he thinks they are? Probably not, but who knows? What's gonna happen if one day we find out that this guy was right the whole time? We're all gonna look stupid. We're all gonna look real fucking stupid. So that was basically where I ended. Like, I've probably like 100 other videos I have here that I could put on screen, but I think you've already seen enough. I did notice one other thing, though, before I got done making this video, and that's that Tony not only has a YouTube channel with over 4,000 posts, but he also has an Instagram account with over 9,000 posts. So I thought we'd go ahead and read some of them here, like, prosecute people for claiming they had more seniority than me in my family history in Hollywood and media. Tony thinks that he was like a big celebrity back in the day, also a big athlete back in the day, and ESPN and all these other people have really suppressed all that information and don't let Tony get the credit he deserves. All of these posts, by the way, are mostly accompanied by Tony's headshot here. It's the picture he uses in most situations. I don't know when this was taken, but clearly the years have done a number on him, and this was probably only 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4, so who knows, but let's keep on reading. Prosecute the government and racists for torturing me and claiming that they owned all American media. Find out what race and religion they are and arrest them. The royal protocol is my identity, not theirs. So see, again, with that royal shit, like, Tony believes he is above everybody. Doesn't matter where you are in this country or who you are, Tony is above you. Now, I don't know why he's always chirping about how, you know, you need to find their religion and find their ethnicity. It's probably just because he's going after Germans again. And yes, this picture is also accompanied by Tony's headshot again. I guess this is what he hands out to people when he's trying to get new roles in Hollywood, but those damn government people won't let him do it. Next one's a little bit more crazy than the others, and I'm probably going to have to censor myself here a lot because, you know, we've said a lot of words in this video, but there's some in particular that YouTube just hates. I'm not racist. I had black girlfriends and other races of girlfriends, and these people called me a racist, and they must get prosecuted. And the activities of call a person a racist is not a legal warrant to torture and or to a person or to steal their sperm or blood or penis size because it's bigger than theirs. Holy fuck! Like, what does that even mean? I don't. At first, he was just like, "Yo, I'm not racist," and at the end, he's like, "Yo, like, but these real racists are trying to steal my bird." Like, there's so much going on in Tony's daily life. Like, you gotta feel for the guy. This is a tumultuous time for the man. And that's where we'll leave off with Tony today. You can always talk about new stuff with the guy because he's constantly posting videos over on his channel, Tony Chase, no, not gay, not never. He's a pretty interesting guy, and I hope you guys got a chuckle out of all of Tony's rants today, because I know I did. As I already mentioned, don't go after Tony. He's just got to fight his fight alone. He don't need more people going after him. But I have heard that there are some government people out there looking to go after Tony. I've maybe found the identities of the satellite men, or satellite men, should I say. There's a lot of them. So I'm just gonna say them now, so all the air is cleared, and those people are Vanessa, Skelly Schisms, Churlish, Adrian Lara, Alright Stingy, Gypsy Pauls, Trademark, Commander Louie, Not So Crabby, Justin S, Count Drugula, SK Rux, Bullet BP, Fat Potato, Dan Noodles, Emery, Jason, Philly B, Bass Trucker, Robot Gorilla Man, Seal Currently, Eric Estrada, Everborn, Akiba's Beat Fan, Sora Trash, Salem, The Black Dragon, Prideful Jester, Griffin Shivo, Austin Vidal, Club Doom, Gryphon, Jay Avarice, Costi, Zangetsu Black, Jay Sorensen, Brady Gravy, Greg the Rich, TJ, Grizzly Slug, Bob Skywalker, Just a Normal Bottle of Mustard, Ignatius, Spaghetti Jelly, Radon, MXAX, Dalton, Grizzly Bear, Pubsy, Sergeant Retro, The Red Scum, Barfunkel Shag Nasty, Pebra, Night Scraper, Monarch, Nabarius, Canadian, Skylar, Crush Shadow, Vietbong Vet, Me Man Dan, Dope and Smoke, Zuzu, Kerma, Turgburger, Marshall Rogers, Nunya D Business, Unicorn is God, Blue Sapphire, Protoshock, Jammer X, Pastor Arthur Montgomery, Miserable Addict, Dirty J, Ian, Sword Brother, Nomags, Mr. Muda, Mrs. Starscream, Annabelle, Rexo, King of Town, Sludge Maniac, Capybara Man, Kairos, Trygive, Black Tiger, Tiki's General Store, Ya Buddy Bubba, Reb Zoomer, Chat Creeper, The Ghostbusters Fan, Old Man Bradley, Squidwater, Trap Lordius, Pope Supercame Jizzler, Metal Wolf, Some Frenchie, Nappy, Birder, Sinewave, Deus Volter, Big Burr, Zook Nation, Jasper, Let a Bitch Live, Lord Fixa, Doc, Mindboy, Pepsi Smuggler, Drew, Lieutenant Dangle, Hodeman, 100 Norwalls, Tony Montana, Wolfgang's Calling, Joey Huey, Mr. McMunchy, Night from Afar, Lord, King Bobby B, Cheems Bogar, Trash Boat, Anton Levy, Ronnie, Marissa, Peanut Mama, Hillbilly Wizard, Official Chad, Hunter Cobb, The Black Dragon, Dangler Wrangler, Wet Bread, Randy Leahy, Kieran, Killing Joke, Steve Ulinsky, Coffee Moose, Tommy, The Grundle, Legendary Duelist, Rizmaster, Gary, Sloth Thing, My Black Dragon, Kevin Finnerty, Funky Weapon, Eric the Black Dragon, Ed Boy, Not a Gamer, Ja, GH Champ, Was Dead, Angela, Jason, Mr. Frosty, Clovis, Nikolai, Tanner Laswell, Rikerblade, Captain Spaulding, Wylonda, Nick Flynn, Rotjaw, Matt Dabrowski, Ryan Ulinsky, Fubsy, Anti-CK, No Not the Corn, Night Shroud, Your Psycho Ex-Girlfriend, Suki Satsuki, Noel Garaby, The Memes Jack, RJ Kogan, Fratrick McCombs, Izame, Inigo Montoya, DSP's Receding Hairline, Benjamin the Black Dragon, Loranius the Black Dragon, Dat Dogeboy, Honda Civic, Pickle the Black Dragon, Light Grove, Actius, Draven, Subject Shake, Catman the Black Dragon, Tingle McConney, Dubsmain, Manbeast64, Mike Muskie, Full Thickness Mattress Store, Josh, Ziamaramu, Cromlock, Christine, Black Ice, EH, Corvonix, Jack Gusteau, Ramen, Kai B, Bimp Liskit, Cress, That One, DJ Cannon, Great White Hype, Joey Huey, Kyle Edwards, Whoopazing, B-Mans, Neat Life, Chewy, Guestbo, Vitrips, Crafty Ninja, Warm Frothing Jar of Sludge, Lee Luna, Simplicit, Vish K, Jesus H. Christ, Kaiser Sigma, Dark Nozomi, Sam Taylor, Buxo Drew, Stinky Fist, Dubious Dinkster, Sweet Maddie, Chocolate, BTF Nation, Jacob is Lucas, Unprofessional, Hot Wheels, Witch Doctor, Bobby Queso, Clyde Cash, Big Daddy DK, Enigma APA, Dingbat, Vince's Money, Little Black, Sea Dragon, Bako, Smokeman, Turbo Soggy, Seven Dust, Cerulean Church, Andex, Johnny Slapnuts, Kai, the Skunk Ape, Mikey, Sam Man, Dougal, the Snail Man, Jag Skulls, Panana, Dick Dastardly, Based Bigfoot, GD Allen, Wait What, Kill All of the Bugs, James J. Jameson, Fruity, Mr. Jinx, Snoobly Doot, Jacob Rosetta, Cat, Fluffy, Ricky Cornflakes, Yacob, Jurassic Clark, Runa, Heaven Strider, Victor Dioro, Imbergo, Apple Smoke, Joe Smother, Pseudonym, T Toxic, LEP, Brandon Williford, Shoop to Hoop, Dr. Depresso, Cal Wrangler, Sunflower, Dominion Sorcerer, Kangna, Ian Brandon Anderson, the Black Dragon, Cicada, Brando, Baby, Controlled Chaos, Autumn, Lotus Man, J Travel, Sir Useless, Logan Cole, Johnny, White Glove, Dane Justice, The Real Desolita, Vivisa, Don Grease, Colon Sausages, Cario, Zal, Entropic Star Kid, Megami Man, Joe M, Anonymous, CC, Timbang, Phony Bread, Just Nate Heat, Isaiah, Cowboy Pete, Madman, Looking Up #1, The Wise Black Dragon, Paul Heyman, Bong, One to Think, Fictional, Da Sting, Hunted by Stingrays, Supreme Quacker Pie, Void, Chung, Nathan, Johnny Midnight, Great Lake Sinner, John, Jeremiah Moore, Low Battery Smoke Detector, Moo the Mogul, Chunky Raccoon, Coding Crusader, Kenny Colfax, Zacchaeus Liang, Aaron Matt, Nova Crane, Vert Rocks, Duck Lord, Ryman, Locks, Bloody Mary, EJ, Mateen, Misty, Johnny, Joe Mama, Ryan L, Lorenzo, Captain Cholera, Hashkov, Omega, Orange Rhino, Ted Comet, Harold Larold, Mighty Possum, Cryptid Bait, Perry Lee, Venom Snake, Laguna Luar, Sluglip, Blank, Mr. Zombie Shake, Biohazard Salad, Natalia Jenkins, Kiwi Tapes, I Hate Everything, JT, Hyena Man, IDK Grouchy, Spike Chandelier, Chris Chan's Fanta Bottle Collection, The Dirty Bald Knobber, Lofi, Jackal, Black Meddler, River Ranger, PG, Maddie, Quickville Cop, Kiwi, and Coggles. All you guys are fucking goats, and all of you satellite men, you better stop messing with Tony's teeth. It's the facts. It's facts. You can't be messing with them pearly whites no more. So, thank you guys to whoever made it to the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love talking about different people on the channel, different forms of crazy all around, and it's never going to get old. It's definitely never going to get old if you guys still stay here, and you guys support it, and you guys enjoy what I'm putting out, then we're never going to stop, my friends. So, I always got to say thank you to all y'all, and to everyone who made it to the video, thank you as well, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, take care, y'all.